Let's see if Dark Gift Quest Hunter will be the top of the food chain in standard Hearthstone. The idea behind this deck is we are going to be using the brand new card of Brutish and Ma as a way to enable some Dark Gift shenanigans within Quest Hunter. We're also going to be running things like Raptor Herald and Xavius as other Dark Gift cards, hopefully using the Heralds to generate us high-cost beasts that will be then taking full advantage off of a Agmerigan off of our quest reward, the food chain. But if that doesn't happen, we can also just win the game through generating additional copies of Stargazer as one of the better targets here too. Now for the one guide, first thing you're going to be watching out for is going to be Exarch. Then you're going to be looking out for any of the draw power cards such as Birdwatching or Tracking. Any of the beasts that have 1 or 3 attack are also going to be cards you want to keep. Now, with all being said, let's look at some games. I did try to use Neri here for a bit. As much as I love Neri, I think I'm going to scrap her out of this list. Someone I think it was Alucard who suggested trying Neri in like Dark Gift, but I think he had a lot more success with a non-quest version of the list. In the quest version, it just did not feel great. Which is okay. Okay, we'll draw a card. Yeah, this way they have to choose if they want to get rid of our bigger minion or get rid of the smaller minion. Okay. Now the question here is... I actually don't think this is a question. I'm going to pop this to get rid of the poisonous. One step closer for the quest, and then do it like that. And the next turn, we complete the quest. There's a whelp. Toil. Interesting. I do remember when I was looking at decks to ladder climb, people were running Toil in... Do I... Okay, I think we just go for it, right? Like, I get it. It wastes a 7/5, but what can we do here, right? Besides doing this.
Timeways. Step forth into the time.
Okay. We are looking for... Technically speaking, like... With this deck in particular, you always want to drop the quest reward with either a scout in hand or a... Sure. Sorry. Scout or Brewmaster in hand. Because you need multiple triggers, or like filling up your hand with 2 mana minions is better than nothing. Honestly speaking, I think this quest could even be buffed where... Actually, it probably couldn't be buffed to be 0 cost. Actually, no, it could be. After rotation happens and Scout is out of rotation, you could easily buff up the quest to give you 0 cost minions instead of 2 cost minions. I think that would not break the card at all. Yeah, that would actually fix a lot of the issues that... Yeah, grabbing Agmerigan. I know how much of a mistake that can theoretically be. Grab the Striders because that's kind of funny. Actually don't know what I want here. I think technically we could get an Overload card. I don't know how, but theoretically we could. Okay, there's Suffusion. Okay, yeah, I had a sneaky suspicion that they would be able to do that. But it's not like we had any other choice, right? Carry on Grub is kind of funny. Okay, we'll use Matriarch to get rid of that. Down the Strider. Get rid of the other minion, and then we still have 2 taunts in between them and us, so even being at 15 HP, I'm not like too worried about it. They still can't hit our face, which is good. I think just wasting one of these wouldn't be too bad. But I also don't really want to do it. Because theoretically we could... Okay, alien encounters and what? The other grub. It's so funny getting a grub within a grub. We're at 5 HP in a dream.
Lush wilds and clear skies. This could be our home.
Give me... come on, Herald, give me something good. I beg of thee. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, the heal. The heal of the sentry. Bonk. Back up to 29. Such a... Well, not technically a photo finish, but that's actually a really nice combo there. GG. Okay, Priest. Please don't be Protoss. Anything else Priest-wise, I'm okay with facing, but... Actually, you know what? Protoss Priest, I'm not as annoyed as Protoss Mage, truth be told. I will say this, though. The deck I have for Friday in mind, we're going to have some fun. I'm also thinking about doing a completely neutral deck. And I don't know how to market that, truth be told. That's not Friday's video, but I think that'll be next Sunday or Monday. We'll probably put it out Monday because I think Super Bowl is Sunday. Which I don't really care about, but some people do, so. Okay, let's slam these two down. The fact that they're... Why are you running Dirty Rat? Oh, Protoss. Well, Protoss Mage in particular. Oh, no. None of this is good. I'm just going to rewind this. Ooh. Okay, so we could theoretically, with the Windrunner Sister, turn this into a 7 attack. But that does cause some issues. But I think we're going to go for Krag. Or Krog. Okay, that's not bad if we can actually get everything settled. I don't want to choose the Raptor, but... Oh, no! I screwed that up. Because bird watching buffs up the attack, so that's at a 3. Oh, well. Okay, I mean, we got the Raptor Herald anyways, which is kind of funny. Going for another high-cost minion. Or actually just... You know what? Carry on Grub actually works. It's decently high cost, and it also, like, gets rid of our stuff. Okay, I'm getting rid of Elise in case they have some weird, like, way to bounce it back. Also, I know, like, someone wanted to see a location priest list, but they didn't, like, give me deck code. If you're watching this, like, just leave the deck code down below and I'll look at it. Because I really... Oh, to be fair, this is a 5 or 7 attack and a 5 attack. So we only need a 1 attack. Is what we need to see here. Which is a little unfortunate. Tracking into... Enma theoretically could give us a 1 attack minion. Or 1 attack beast. But yeah, I want to do some type of location deck before locations like rotate. I don't know if it's going to be priest. It might end up being demon hunter. But I have been doing a lot of demon hunter decks, and I don't know. We'll see. Okay, give me... I mean, there were 2 options for a beast there, but I'm choosing this just because I like this one a little bit better. Draw another card. Of course, the top deck would be exactly... it is what it is. Okay. I'm assuming this is a... What's the card called? Orana? Is it Orana? Okay, we slam down our minion here. I don't know if I want to get rid of the Careless here. That. Okay. Can I empty out my hand enough where I can get the entire... If I can empty out my hand enough, I can refill it with the 2 scouts worth of... Okay. Body of the sword. Okay, let's go scout 1. I think we just go with both scouts. The last discover doesn't really matter. Oh, Stargazer. That's perfect. We'll grab 3 of these. Oh, no. Wait a second. Is this just game? If we get rid of all the minions here, and they don't have any more taunts, and they get rid of all of our minions with their location, next turn we just Stargazer, use the 1-cost spell, plush, and then go face. Well, okay, plush after we go face with our hero. Alright, it's time for a star finish here. This carry-on grub really doing some carrying. Bought for 24. And then we're gonna flush them out of the game. Okay, Rogue. I would assume this is going to be Imbue. It could be... Actually, there's a lot of Rogue decks that are floating right now. I did briefly play Imbue Rogue when I was trying to get to Legend this month. And it was alright. I just didn't like the variety. Well, ladder climbing, it was kind of frustrating to play. Because sometimes you'd just be screwed by RNG. I ended up getting to Legend with Aura Paladin. Okay, let's slam down our first in here. I'm gonna grab Dino Sitter, but probably will stick in our hand for the entire game. We actually almost have the quest completed in our hand already. All we really need to do is draw into a 7 attack minion. I shouldn't actually say, like, the deck is frustrating to play. I know people have way better luck with Imbue Rogue than I did when I was using it. I'm thinking about doing, like, Imbue Starship Rogue, which sounds a little bit weird, but at least it would be something a bit unique when it comes to Imbue Rogue. I don't think I've seen anyone do Imbue Starship. The idea would be you'd hope you'd get Starship pieces from the Imbue cards. You're not going to 99% of the time, but you never know. Maybe you do, or maybe some card that like enables the Starships a little bit better. I mean, that's a really nice top deck, right? We can just pop that down. Next turn, we slam down the 5 attack minion, and then we have quest complete on turn 5, which is actually pretty good. This deck can actually complete the quest really, really, really quickly. The main problem I've been running into is, like, if your opponent is playing any type of control deck, they're just going to gain a bajillion armor, then you're just not going to win. You run out of steam really, really quick in this list. We're looking for exactly a scout. I'll take Exarch, though. We're probably going to be sitting on the quest for a few turns. Unless we top deck a scout. Also, might be... Oh. Youthful Brewmaster might be a card that I want to run in the deck, too. Because it does act as another card to get essentially more value out of your quest reward. Actually, one of the biggest problems I've been running into is, like, Demon Hunter in particular. Like, Rogue, you have a decent time depending on, like, how it goes. Most of the time, I would love to have some AoE, which is why we'll probably end up adding Mixologist or Sylvanas later on. Okay, there's the Scout. And I'm just going to get cards out of my hand to get them out of our hand. Because this deck definitely is missing some type of sustainability. Like, getting the quest just doesn't do what you need it to do most of the time. Scout number 2. Okay, I'm going to slam them both down because our hand is basically empty. The ones that we care about the most... Ooh. It might have been Stargazer, but I really like Agmarigan. I know that's probably not, like, the best choice 90% of the time, but you never know. Okay, we got 2 of these for 2 mana. Just going to use that to pop there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the choice is usually going to be, if you get Stargazer or Agmarigan, it's probably Stargazer. Unless you already have a Raptor Herald in hand. I had a sneaking suspicion that they would get at least one of those. It kind of sucks that they don't get too much advantage. That's the other problem with the deck, is, like, because you're running all these Discover cards, you end up just with a bunch of cards that you can't do much with in your hand, you know? I thought about maybe separating the 2 ideas of this deck into 2 different videos, but, like, I don't think that's necessary. Sandmaw also is a card that there's like an 80% chance they're just getting, like, cut. Because I don't think Sandmaw, like, sure, it's another 7 attack minion, but you can turn your 5 attack minions into 7 attacks. Not big of a deal. You can slam down Agmarigan, and then we'll draw 2. What are we getting? Carry-on Grub in the Carry-on Grub. That's kind of funny. You know, if we could actually stop chaining beasts, then we'd be in a better position, I think. But that's okay. There's preparation. Okay. Yeah, them clearing out the board is annoying, but we should be okay. They're at 14 HP.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
You are the Shadow's puppet.
Okay.
Forces of night. Strike with
We'll hit into here and then into the bigger minion, which clears everything. We can slam down alien encounters, see what else we can grab. Raptor Herald, come on, give me something good. Something big. We need something big, big, big. Come on. I mean, that's not in my hand, though. We might actually just rewind this. Turned out a lot worse than what we previously had. We should have just kept the army. Well, I'm just going to do 4 damage this way. We still have one more Agmerican in hand. Oh, no.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Wait, do they have no spells in hand? That... Oh, no. I mean, that could have been a lot worse for us, I guess. The second Raptor, come on, give me something good. I mean, that doesn't do what I needed to do. Come on, something big. That is actually it. Because we can pop this one. Nom 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 nom. Then go face. Alright, now we're through the games. Let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So, was this deck at the top of the food chain? No. No, it was not. The deck that I was originally testing didn't have any type of AoE, which was one of the big issues that this deck faced against a lot of the matchups that are currently in the meta. I ended up settling on Sylvanas instead of the Mixologist that I briefly tested out, just because of the fact that Sylvanas theoretically can get you bigger AoEs to clear out your opponent's board, up to 6 damage a pop, but most of the time it will only be 4 damage. And honestly, the deck was really made just because of the fact that I really wanted to do something with Dark Gift, which is a keyword that I don't think a lot of people have actually explored. But there's good reasons why they haven't explored this too much. Enma theoretically isn't that bad of a card, but it just doesn't feel that synergistic with the food chain. I will say, though, the Herald did allow you to enable some really cool Agmerigan combos off of your quest reward, but the deck still suffers from the same problem it suffered from before, which is the fact that the quest reward doesn't really give you too much fuel for the fire. And after rotation, this deck will probably just be completely devastated because you're not going to have Scout to get additional copies of the cards that you're randomly generating. Overall, if you're looking for a deck to actually hit up the metagame, I would really skip out on this one, which is very sad because I expected this one to do a lot better than it actually did. But before we end the video, special thanks to our channel members of Daniel Nascimento and Ruben. If you want to help out the channel a little bit more, you can always join one of the 3 tiers of membership. But if you can't afford to do that, there is always leaving a like, commenting. I always try to respond. Subscribing if you already haven't, turning on the notification button if you have already. Use the new hype button. But until next time, bye-bye.